Welcome back. Our next guest is a doctor who says if we don't use it, we lose it.
That's right. Dr. Alec is a rehab chiropractor who says balancing strength and cardio can lead to a longer and fuller life, and when it comes to avoiding injuries as well. Welcome in.
Thank you all so much for having me. Appreciate it.
First, just tell us why it's so important to keep moving.
Gosh, such a great question. I mean, with the new year here, one of the big things that a lot of people are focusing on are improving their health and their fitness goals. And one of the things that's been really interesting to learn over the last several years is we've actually started to learn that our fitness can be one of the greatest predictors of not only our health, but also how long we live. It's a better predictor than whether you smoke or not, your blood pressure, and even if you have diabetes or not. So your fitness levels, in particular your cardiovascular fitness and your strength, are actually two of the most important predictors of your health and your lifespan.
Okay, I want you to expand on that because there are so many different ways to work out.
Totally.
Which is the best?
Yes, so there's so many different ways to work out, but the important thing is we want a blend between cardio training and strength training. Typically, you have somebody who likes one and not the other, but having a nice even blend is really, really important. We need to train the heart and the lungs, but we also need to train the muscular system as well.
And you have some basic steps. We see some video of you showing us here, which is quite impressive, but there's some things that we can do at home, and you brought some to show us.
Yes, and the thing is, especially with strength training, a lot of people have some fears and apprehensions around getting started because it can be new to them, but also small steps are important to take first.
Right.
And so we're going to start with some small steps, some things that you can do at home with just some simple weights. I have some kettlebells here.
Okay.
I really love kettlebells because they're just very versatile and we can do lots of things with them, right? So when we're strength training, it's important to get a blend between both lower body, leg exercises, and then also upper body, so arm exercises as well. Okay? So for example, one really easy exercise that we can do is we can hold a weight underneath our chin and perform a goblet squat. So all you do is sit down as low as you can, and then you come back up. This is going to train the quads, which are the front thigh muscles, and also the glutes. Similarly to that, we can hold the weight in the same position, or even hold it down by our side, and we can step backwards into a lunge. This can be a little bit more friendly for somebody who has low back pain, for example, which is something that I specialize in treating. And we can still work on strengthening the legs and have less load on the low back.
And if you do have that strength, I want to drive home the message. If you do have that strength and you've built it in your quads and in, you know, behind here, what will it do? I mean, you can do so much more when you have that built up.
Absolutely. I like to think about this as a savings account, right? So if you're saving for retirement, you want to start early. This is the same thing. We're trying to save our strength and our muscular function, our bone density, all of those things for our later years. And so the earlier that you begin, the better. That doesn't mean, though, that it's too late to start if you haven't yet already.
I love looking at it like that. What a fun way to look at it. Now, if you don't have these at home, what would you suggest, and what weight should a beginner start at?
It's such a great question. So everyone's going to be different with that. The important thing is that we just want it to be challenging, right? So if you leave and you think, man, that was really hard, I pushed myself there, it was probably a good level for you. But everyone's going to be a little bit different, and that's also something that you can work with a professional like myself or somebody else to help identify what's going to be the best starting point for you.
Okay, so as a professional, and with it being the new year, many people might be asking, what's the best way if I want to lose weight?
For sure, yeah, absolutely. So diet is a huge piece of that, right? It's really hard to out-exercise a bad diet, okay? But at the same time, we do need to incorporate movement as well. And so I think one of the things that I do with my clients and patients is focus on not only a diet from what we are supposed to take away or what we should avoid, but more so trying to incorporate things like whole foods, high protein, good fiber is a great place to start. And then simply just setting yourself a step goal of a movement goal of trying to get in your 10,000 steps a day and just beginning with something simple is the best place to begin.
I know a lot of women, when it comes to weights, are so worried about bulking up.
For sure.
What do you have to say to those?
I'll just say that I've been trying to put on a lot of weight for my entire life, and it is really hard. So if bulking is one of the things that you're concerned about, just know that those people who do bulk and get bulky, that's a thing that they are trying with everything in them to do.
Fair.
And with all of my female clients, it is one of those things where we have to address that as being a concern for sure. But I will tell you that I've never had somebody finish up and say, oh, I look too
big.
bulky now. It just takes way more work than I think people realize to get there.
Right.
And the muscles, like you have to have the muscle to continue burning the fat really quick. I'm so embarrassed by all the food. You said nutrition is so important. All the food that I consumed over this snow day weekend.
Yes.
What would you say to someone who may have feel like they've fallen off the bandwagon?
Absolutely. I mean, I think there's always room for grace, right? We do have to take an approach of you have to enjoy life sometimes, right? But at the same time, hard work takes hard work. And so if we've got a big task in front of us, like trying to revamp our lifestyle or our diet, there's some discipline that does need to be there, but accountability is also really, really valuable. So I'd always say, give yourself grace. If you miss a day, that's fine. Just don't let that one day turn into a week, into a month, into now a year, right? So get back on the saddle.
Good advice. Thank you.
All right, everyone. To contact Dr. Alec, visit thelabrehab.com and request a free discovery session. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Hal.